How do we accomplish financial prosperity? Can you please elaborate on this topic?
Again, it depends on your thought process.
Okay.
When you say richness, it's not the bank accounts or the assets what you have.
Hmm.
Your knowledge, your ideas, it is also termed as your richness. So
Okay.
all your ideas, all your thoughts, all your positive attributes,
Hmm.
you should be very clever in converting it
Okay.
into richness.
Okay. Rajasaraswathii, as you have quoted in your book, A Diary to Win, that you have mentioned that knowledge is the ultimate riches. But according to me, do you think what I believe is the richness and the pleasures what we get, isn't that the actual wealth? Is it always knowledge?
Knowledge is the ultimate tool.
Okay.
Once it is the basic building block. Once you have the knowledge, you can play with the money.
Okay.
You can play with the money. So what I mean to say is, don't measure richness in terms of your bank accounts or assets.
Okay.
Ultimately, richness is the meaning of richness is very vast.
Hmm.
Why don't you call contentment as richness?
Okay.
Why don't you call happiness as richness?
Hmm.
Why don't you call a peaceful mind as richness? So the way how you look at richness,
Hmm.
it ultimately decides your growth.
Okay.
Richness doesn't mean that you have millions of dollars in your bank accounts, or too many cars, too many villas.
Okay.
It is far more.
Okay.
Its definition is very vast.
It is not merely the physical accumulation of wealth.
Exactly. The mental happiness, the
Okay.
mental pleasure.
Okay.
You may be very happy in drinking a cup of cold coffee,
Right.
isn't it?
Absolutely.
It ultimately the happiness.
Mm-hmm.
You are very happy sometimes in enjoying little things.
Right.
So you cannot compare, you cannot confine richness into a small boundary.
So you mean to say that a person who is having a very good net worth, like hundreds of employees working under him, and compared to a person who is content with what he actually have, so both of them have the same mental prosperity.
The network, your friends,
Okay.
well-wishers,
Right.
the ideas,
Mm-hmm.
your thinking ability,
Okay.
your physical health, your mental health,
Mm.
and the potential what you have,
Okay.
and a positive attitude. These are all the attributes for richness,
Okay.
and you should know how to convert it into materialistic pleasures. These are the mental attributes.
Okay.
These are the subtle attributes. You should be knowing how should you convert these subtle attributes into the physical money.
Okay.
Say for example, the knowledge what you have in your mind
Okay.
is a subtle richness,
Right.
but you should be clever in converting that idea into the physical money.
Okay.
So don't concentrate on the physical part, but concentrate on the mental plane.
Mm-hmm.
This is my suggestion.
So we need to stop running behind money and focus more on our mental attributes, which would rise the options of earning materialistic pleasures.
The physical money will come to you automatically
Okay.
when you are abundant and in the mental attributes.
Okay.
In specific, the positive mental attributes.
Right.
It may be a good book that you read,
Okay.
a good network with which you often associate with,
Hmm.
or the ideas what you have,
Hmm.
and how you convert your ideas into practical methodology.
Okay.
These are all the subtle elements, the subtle mental attributes, positive mental attributes what you have within.
Okay.
So concentrate on improving these elements, and the physical richness, the physical money will come to you automatically.
Okay.
This is my suggestion on improving your financial prosperity.
This is one of the finest suggestion what I have actually received, like focusing towards the mental attributes, because once we are investing on ourselves, these attributes will be with us forever. I may be losing money on few of the items, but with these mental attributes, I would be able to accumulate those riches again and again.
Very, very well said. Very well said. This is how you maintain your life. So life is beyond all the physical elements, materialistic pleasures.
Okay.
It is something very big
Right.
than what you imagine.
Okay.
So financial prosperity cannot be measured only in terms of the bank accounts or the assets what you have. So prosperity is very vast, and it has a greater meaning.
Okay, so you mean to say that financial prosperity as an equation, that would be the positive attributes plus knowledge that would accumulate
Your
into
network,
okay,
your potential.
so it cannot be just defined in terms of money or money's equivalent.
No, you cannot, because you may be rich today, but who knows? Who knows the future? You may
Right.
lose that money.
There
But
might be a tsunami and everything is gone.
but if you have the potential, if you have the potential,
Right.
if you have the stamina, if you have the mental ability to sustain your prosperity, it's a great
Rajasaraswathii,
thing.
I remember once you had just told me about Edison. Like when the Edison's factory was totally burned down, Thomas Alva Edison, that he told to his son that fine, everything is gone. Let's start fresh from tomorrow. So I just remember you telling me this in one of our previous meetings.
Yes, yes, it is also a richness.
Right,
That mental courage is also a richness.
absolutely.
So this is the definition of richness, and you cannot limit the idea of prosperity or richness in terms of materialistic elements. Its idea is very vast.
Thank you.